All right. So anyway, like I was saying, it was Cenat, like I said, he is now the most highest followed streamer on Twitch with over 400,000 followers on Twitch, which is wild because I mean like that is definitely a feat, especially when you have, and it must be very very hard, especially when on other social media platforms, you can have millions of followers on Twitch or on TikTok, or millions of followers on YouTube, millions of
Man,
followers on Instagram.
niggas
It
don't know.
must be really, 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 really hard to gain that mass amount of following on a platform like Twitch. So like that's a big feat. And shout out
Yes.
to the young black man, because there was somebody else that held the record, and then
Right.
he broke the record within a
See that
month,
later.
and then the guy retook the record back, and then
Mm-hmm.
Kai was like, "Fuck that shit," and then took it back, and now he's even over 400,000. So it's I thought that was really really cool, and congratulations to Kai.
Yeah, shout out to Kyle, man. That's again, it is a different feat as far as Twitch goes. We've been streaming on Twitch for going to a year because we started Twitch after we got into the rhythm of things. But even on there, I think we only got like 3 followers. And as consistent as we is every week, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely understand what Twitch is. It's more of that high engaged, goddamn, like they really like more IRL, but streaming is another high genre within that. And as well as gaming, you know, but definitely it's hard as hell to gain followers on Twitch. Like I give YouTube easier than Twitch.
Yeah. That's
You
what I'm saying.
feel me?
Like Twitch is a different platform, and kind of find out he did say that he like turned down like a $60 million deal from Kick.
Yeah, with Aiden.
Yeah,
Aiden tried to bring him on, but I get it.
bruh, to be able to turn down a $60 million deal is a blessing.
Nigga,
To be able to be like, I have the discernment and the
to be that young and do it.
right, and I have the discernment and the know-how enough to know that I can make more than that. If you offer me 60, I know I'm worth more than that.
That's the thing. That's what I'm on. Like I really can't wait until it's cultivated into a product that now big outlets, multi-million-dollar franchises are damn near having a bidding war. And it's like, yeah, 60 million, that's cool or whatever, but again, you got to think from the top of this motherfucker is willing to give me, especially if you know business. If you've been introduced to business, you know you're not going to spend money on an investment that you don't expect your return to be 3 times over. That's at the minimum. But then we are playing $1 billion games here. They they turn back must be like 100 times at the minimum. Like we hear all the stories about how many millions these artists get,
Yeah.
and then find out that these companies have been getting 10 times, 20
Right.
times
Right.
the amount of what they were actually getting. So that's what I'm saying. When you playing $1 billion games, like shit, if I can give you 60, that means on a light day you looking at 600 in return. 600 M's in return. Oh my goodness. Like $500 million. So like, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. And I don't know what Aiden got with his deal, but I think it was close to like 200, if I ain't mistaken.
Good Lord.
Like, yeah, bro, the money is there. They ain't booked. But again, I don't think I would want to. Shit, I ain't even gonna say what I want to do. You gonna offer me 200, nigga? I'm shit. You gonna see every part of this life. Fuck
Listen,
is you
oh
talking
my
about,
God.
nigga? I'm having
So,
GoPros and everything around this bitch.
I ran across the post that said the time for the influencer is dead. Like if you didn't get in between like 2019 to 22 or something like that. That it's because of how the community is evolving and changing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about that? Especially because the podcast is so such a big part of your life and doing things. Do you feel like, well, I don't think, I guess you wouldn't consider yourself an influencer, but
Correct.
in that aspect,
Mhm.
do you feel like the influencer
Yes.
era is like, if you didn't get in on that window, it's over with?
Yeah. The influencer, and I agree with that statement. That's my first time hearing that, but I definitely agree with that. I believe it is the era of the creators now. Now it's like, bruh, we've been fed what y'all want us to see all of this time. Y'all been hand picking y'all picks and putting them in front of our face. Now we're like in an open landfill and we can see with our own eyes who we want to fucking fuck with at this point in time. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, yeah, it's the era of the creators right now. And yeah, that influencer shit, I believe that, of course, it still comes with monetary value. So I'm not saying that if you was an influencer, like, you're no longer relevant. You're just gonna have to transition that over into the creator side of things and let people in. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think that it's like, especially with YouTube, especially OG YouTube.
Right.
With YouTube, I think it definitely started off as a creator platform, and then like yes, the OGs who've been there for I've been following some people for shit over a decade,
Right.
honestly, since like maybe 2008, and I know that. I know that a lot of their early works, they weren't doing it necessarily for the money. Nobody who first started YouTube was doing it for the money, and YouTube is not that old, and I don't think people realize that.
Yep.
YouTube is not that old, and I know a lot of of course, the younger kids don't realize that, but a lot of us don't realize that. A lot of millennials are even older than Google. Like, it's not that old. This is still a new thing in the, like, in the, I guess, world,
Yeah, cause I heard Joe Rogan say that he was on YouTube when it wasn't monetized.
Right, right. That's what
And
I'm
I
saying.
was like, huh?
People
I didn't
were
even
on-
know that era.
People were on YouTube when they were not getting paid. They were just
Yeah.
uploading videos because that's
hell
what they
of it.
loved. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, like, I don't think that aspect ever went away. But I am saying, especially with the launch of, like, well, I won't say Jesus. Not the launch of COVID.
That's crazy you said COVID. Remember COVID. Remember that. Remember, I want to speak on that.
Okay,
Glad
so
you said
I'm
that.
going to say, I don't want to mean with the launch of COVID, but I'm saying with especially everyone, not just a few people, not just, not just a city, not just a state, but the entire world was just in the house and they had nothing else to do. So at that point, during that little era, you know what I'm saying, it was easy to get in right then, like if because everybody was watching, so it's easier to get in right then. So I think that market between that 2019 and 2022 bubble, I think that's when the influencers, like, that as a like a rush, like a bum rush, of all these new and upcoming influencers. That's when that started to happen. I'll even say like early 2019 to 2022.
Yeah. Because I was even looking at, I ran across a commercial, well, ad, well, it's damn near a commercial, but where now Mike Epps is going on a comedy tour, We Are the Ones tour. And it has DC Young Fly, it has Wayne, Country Wayne, it has the light-skinned nigga who be like, get your hands off of me, remove your hands off of me. That nigga, he got him. It's like all of the people who really made a name, Bubba Dub, all these niggas who made a name online. And I keep saying, which is the difference between celebrity and online, when you can make a hard copy of it. These niggas are now on tour under Mike Epps, and they are on a comedy tour. And I believe that things like that, that's what you're gonna have to do with the top influencers. You're gonna have to show that, bro, we've been watching you, like you said, for a decade. Now you're gonna have to convert that over into real life shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I agree. They got Carlos Miller on there. It's everybody who has been who arose online and really has stuck around and made a name. They are now. Yo, 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 what the fuck is going on? It is your dog, Rocket, every fucking Saturday. This is what I need. I need y'all to join us. I need you to come and join us every Saturday, 11 a.m. Guess what we doing? We is going live. We is up. While y'all get up and be in the bed and get the breakfast in bed and getting the kids ready. And then we putting in work. We are here for your entertainment. So I need y'all to join us every Saturday, 11 a.m. sharp. 11 a.m. Ready to be accountable channel. Ready to be accountable. YouTube. We got the Twitch going. But make sure y'all are ready and in attendance. 11 a.m. Saturdays. Ready to be accountable live. Rock it. It's the evolution of it.
Yeah,
It's the
you can.
evolution
Yeah,
of
the
it.
people who started off like 10 years ago, the Just Hilarious is.
I was just thinking about her.
Yeah,
I was just
the
thinking
ones
about her.
yeah, and even like in the beauty community, as far as YouTube goes, I'll shout them out because I know you don't know. But like the Jackie Inas or the, you know what? I don't even want to say her married name because I don't want to. She is married, and I do not want to butcher her married name. But congratulations to you, Miss Jackie. But like I was following her since she was Little Pumpkin Pie 05. You know what I'm saying? Since before she had anything, and now she's over here freaking multi-millionaire, has a whole brand deal. She has a whole like that, like her own brand.
Right.
And she has a candle brand, a fragrance, all kind of shit. You know, like she's evolved, and she's like up there. She be going to parties with Rihanna and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like it's the ones who did start off there. They're no longer in the influence. You know what? They are no longer influencers anymore.
That's what I mean. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like what they mean is the influencers that have been here, like, is there for that. You gotta think the Drewskis, DC Young Flies, all of these niggas have converted over to where you go out and you pay for them now. Now niggas are paying to be on Drewski. Could have been records audition.
Right.
He go around everywhere. And niggas actually pay to be on that motherfucker. DC Young Fly, all of them. Nigga, you pay to go see that 85 South show.
And
you
Will.
paid to sit. Like, now these niggas are gone from you watching them here to, damn, now we're in real life. It converts over, and I agree with that. I do agree with that. If you haven't converted over into real life, then yeah, it's dead for you.
Yeah.
I believe you're just gonna be you're at your ceiling. So whatever community that you have right now, just harness it. Even down to Joe Budden, like he don't tour anymore with podcasts, but he's heading to Patreon, the pay for content, straight hard dollar for this content. That, like, he killing the Patreon game. So I definitely get it. You're gonna have to transition.
Yeah,
over.
and I'm actually really, I get really happy and really hyped to see the ones that I have been following for 10, 12, 13, 14 years, to see them doing bigger and better things. It's like, it's really cool. Like, I remember the first time I seen DC Young Fly in an actual movie. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh my God, look at DC!
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is cool. And it's so funny because it's like, now the people who see them don't even realize where they came from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't realize just with the mess and my news is real. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They're like, oh yeah, Just used to do that shit.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, yes, everybody was tuned. She garnered so many millions of views on Instagram with that it
I was tuned in
over to Breakfast Club.
every time.
Now
Every
she's
time.
syndicated radio known. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just beautiful progression. Beautiful levels of consistency, beautiful levels of staying in your bag, and that's just how it goes. That's exactly how it goes. Even down, I love Bubba Dub. I know you probably not too
Nope.
but he does the sports shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like he's a big Lakers fan, so
Okay.
you know he's on. But every time they fuck up, it's trash. This nigga has been trash. He gets on the sports shit, turns around. Last month he on there with Stephen A. Smith.
Shut up,
bruh, whole show.
Shut up.
Bruh, all that is beautiful, nigga. Nobody,
Okay,
bro. I
then.
was so it was like I knew the nigga personally type shit.
Right,
Like,
and that's how
nigga,
you
that's
feel.
crazy.
Because you've been watching them and their evolution for 10 plus years.
Yes.
And the
So
ones that
shit
got
be real.
in between that 2019, 2022 bubble or whatever, they those really are the influencers. They wanted to push like, you know, the brand deals and this and that, and that's what you like. That's what you have to have now. Like now, it's not even so much like the views or engagement or whatever. It's you got that deal. Like that's where you're making your money at. Is them brand deals.
Mm-hmm.
Can you sell?
Yep.
Where's your links?
Yep. Yep.
Where's your links? Can
That
you
is
sell?
facts.
Are
That is
you
facts.
profitable?
That's facts.
So all these motherfuckers now aren't even entertainers. They're fucking salesmen.
Yeah. But again, you have to have something to catch the eye. And it's crazy because even down to people who seem like they're normal, it's something about them that's not normal. You get me?
Yeah.
Like it's something that has garnered this many people to look this way. It's just crazy. It's crazy how it goes, but none of that comes without consistency. Again, we talking about people who have been grinding decade. We're talking 10 years here, people. We ain't talking 2, 3. We talking 10 years. These people came from Vine. Then Vine was shut down. Now it's like, oh damn,
so
what the fuck we gonna do?
And then it was Musically. Then it was TikTok.
Come on, bro. So like,
listen, when Musically was around, I couldn't fuck with Musically. I did not know how to work shit in Musically. I'm so happy they changed that.
Let me see
shit.
that light. Yeah. That, like I said, it's just I love the consistency and how it pays off, and really just showing that it does take this long. I'm so glad we out of the popcorn era. I'm so glad that we're out of that popcorn era, and that's not to say that you still won't have your anomalies. People who just start rapping yesterday and now they song take off and everybody singing it and it's just like, hey, I started last night. Like, ain't nobody, but we understand. But it's back to substance. It's back to what is your story? What is your thing? And are you honing into that and really feeding that? I agree.
So
like
you
that.
said, don't forget COVID. What did you forget about COVID?
Oh boy, no, I'm so goddamn. Bruh, I'm gonna be the first person to say I want COVID to come back.
Oh God.
I am hoping.
A lot of people died during COVID.
All right,
a lot of people got PST because of COVID.
All right, let me clear this up.
Okay, there we go.
Minus the deaths. How about this? I don't want COVID to come back. I want the COVID rules and protocols to be back. Dawg, I am tired of standing in line and y'all are on my ass. I'm going to bow the next person. I can feel their breath on my neck. I swear to God.
Why is somebody that close to you?
Bruh, I don't know. I have no fucking idea, dog. And it's crazy because, nigga, I try to move over and show that, nigga, I'm giving this person 6 feet.
You must smell good.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck. Get off of me. I don't like people like that. I don't, bruh, y'all dirty. So no, hell no. I hate that shit. I hate how I got down. Now it's just an overstock of goddamn hand sanitizer. I keep it. But it's just overflow. I hate
there's an overstock.
Yeah.
Why ain't y'all saying that y'all ain't washing your hands no more, you dirty bastard?
No, they're not. No, they're not.
We still got bleach all over this place. Y'all ain't cleaning shit.
Come on, man.
Y'all ain't even taking down the fucking holiday fabuloso.
No, stay 6 feet away from me. How about that? Y'all goddamn stay next to whoever. Stay away from me. No, that shit is pissing me off. People got down, like you say, not washing their hands no more. Just, bro, it's disgusting. It's disgusting, dog. I hate this shit. It takes a disease for everybody to live normal. A plague for you to be normally hygienic.
That shit was low-key a plague. We lived through, as millennials, we have lived through a lot of shit.
Bruh. That's why I say we are the most, I believe out of any generation, we are the most adaptable. Our generation is the most adaptable. Living from big screen TVs, home phones, like the dial spin around phones. My daddy still got one of them in his house.
A rotary phone?
Yeah, the little rotary joints. To seeing the plasmas with the fat ass back on that motherfucker.
Bruh.
And that was the staple
bitch,
of
you
money.
was in there. You had money.
Fuck
you had the big back TV. The black one with the speakers at the bottom and that shit set up. And don't let it have wheels. Right. Oh my God. They had money. Oh, you had money.
Man, look. I done lived through all of that. First PlayStation. The first PlayStation, nigga, like PlayStation 2, 3, 4.
The fat ass Xbox.
Bro, what?
The GameCube with the handle on the back.
Dreamcast.
Why did you have a handle on the back, GameCube?
Why was there not a Dreamcast 2? A Dream Again?
Yes, Dream Again. What?
Something.
Nigga. Dream Again?
Nightmare. Y'all should have played off that shit, bro. Like, for real. Oh, my. Dreamcast was the shit. I
think that the PlayStation Vita did not get the... I think that it got unjustly hated on. I loved the PlayStation Vita. I did, because it was like a Steam Deck before the Steam Deck, but for PlayStation, obviously.
Yeah. That shit, yeah. We've lived through a hell of a lot.
Now we got driving cars.
I remember the first touchscreen phone. The Google. It wasn't even the Apple. It was the Google. It was the Google Touch.
Yeah, because Apple wasn't out yet.
Like, the Google Touch was the first touchscreen phone. I still remember when I seen that for the first time. I'm like,
bro, I remember one of my first cell phone had an antenna. It was blue. It had a little flip part to lift it up or whatever. But that was back when you didn't even have colored screens. So my screen LCD was green, and if you had a blue LCD light, bitch, you was in there because most of them was green. I remember I only had one game. I had Snake. I used to play the hell out of Snake, and I used to love that phone. And don't call me before 9, bitch.
Right, I remember the minutes.
Oh my God! And you remember
free after 9? Oh,
don't have you accidentally push the internet button and your ass frantically trying to push that shit off.
Man,
Lord have mercy.
Dog, bro. Free nights and weekends. What is you talking about?
And then you remember when T-Mobile started having like the you could call up to 7 people like for free or whatever, and then it gets to be a competition. Yeah. Well, who the fuck you? I can't call you. Gotta call me after 9, bitch.
Bruh.
Don't text me either.
Crazy.
Oh my God! Remember you had to pay for your text messages.
Oh my goodness.
Or like a lot of people, like the kids today don't realize like of course everything is unlimited now. Back in the day it wasn't. I had limited minutes and I had limited text messages.
Yep.
And I had to work for my text messages. I had to press that motherfucking 3-4 times. And don't miss it because you got to go back around.
No. Bruh,
these kids today would die if they had to do fucking T9.
Nigga, what?
If they had to do that shit, these kids they would not know how to call for help.
Dog.
But you know what? They can say that about us because you know what? I wouldn't. If I had to do Morse code, I would die. But then again, how many people would have to do Morse code?
I remember when you had a push start car, your ass was the shit.
Bruh.
Like you were high end.
Oh yeah. Oh, you have money.
What?
If your car has a push to
button?
start. Oh, you have money.
What?
Now, if I get in a car and it has a key, I'm like, where the fuck do you put this at?
Right.
I be like, what the fuck?
You still
I don't even
got
like
a
when
key?
your button is somewhere different. Like, why is your button there? You're weird. But if you have a key, you still have a key?
Dog.
Bruh, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this dinosaur?
There's 2 things. You either good with money or you broke.
What am I supposed to do with this key?
That's crazy.
What if it breaks? Like, what do I don't know.
Dog, yeah, bro. Like, it's just crazy how much.
But I will say, when you have to like jump your car or something like that, or something goes wrong, or if you're trying to like, it's hard to do that. Like, you can't like turn the key and like, press the gas and do that or whatever. You over here trying to start your car with your little push the button, the little click 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 click.
Right. You can't feel nothing, nigga. At least with that key, you used to be able to feel that motherfucker. Click 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 click. Can't feel a goddamn thing, nigga. All this shit electric, nigga. You damn sure can't feel shit. This shit trying to connect electricity and shit. Man, you shitting me.
That is definitely one thing that I hate. That is the one thing that I hate.
We not like, yeah, I believe we the most adaptable. And the reason I say most adaptable, because I feel like the generation above us still has that, um, yo, 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 what the fuck is going on? It is your dog. Rock it every Wednesday at 4:44. 4:44, 4:44, however you want to say it, y'all need to be ready for another drop. Every Wednesday, we drop a new episode, bro. It is me. It is Short Guy. It is the world's greatest producer. It is always filmed by your dog, Ricky. Bro, we is here. 4:44 every Wednesday. Make sure y'all get over to the Ready to Be Accountable channel. Subscribe, put that notification bell on, comment, interact, nigga. We be having some good conversation. Bruh, 4:44 Wednesdays. Make sure y'all there. Ready to Be Accountable. Rock it. Doesn't have that extra push to want to know more. I believe it's almost like it's that they still have that I am the way I am. You know what I'm saying? Like that mentality that still comes from our grandparents and rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? We can understand why it comes from them and what they went through and all of that shit. So I feel like a win is considered a win in their eyes from what all they had to overcome.
Yeah.
Now I feel like because our parents, well, if we're still lucky enough, some of our parents are still alive and still healthy and still moving and things like that. So they have lived through that plus more.
Yeah.
But a lot of our parents need our help to do a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? As far as like adapting, trying to adapt with it. Like my dad, he like okay, he know how to work a touch screen phone and shit like that, right? But he still don't like. He was trying to print a document off his phone, and he still doesn't know that you had to have your Bluetooth on to, you know what I'm saying, to connect to the printer.
Yeah.
It's just not straight through Wi-Fi.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So it's still shit like that. Like we had to learn it too, but it's easier for us to learn it because we were ushered in with it. Like all the creations came from our generation or just below, like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it was easier. We were like you always say, coming down to even MySpace with the coding and making our own wallpapers and shit. So like we were the
over here.
test
We
dummies.
was coding in this
Yeah,
bitch.
we was
12 years old.
Come
We was
on.
over here coding on fucking websites.
Facts.
Like what the fuck?
Facts.
We was HTML the first generation.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's not that we don't have to learn. It's almost that we're the guinea pigs for everything that's ushered in now, and it's just easier for us to adapt that shit. I like it. I like it. And again, I feel like when you don't have a closed off mind and you like, bro, I still know there's more to learn and I want to learn and I can learn from anybody. Like that's where the greatest part of being alive in our generation comes from. Because yes, we we can still adapt and be here for the future and all the technology and all it is, but we still have enough sense and like the morals within us to know that it has to you have to have a foundation. You still have to have your authentic self while evolving with the times. So I feel like that because I feel like man, a lot of our kids, bro, they don't care about no foundation. They are going with ever the way the wind blows, and they feel like that's their foundation. This is why I'm starting. Like, it's just so stressful. It ain't stressful for me. Fuck that. Fuck that. Just like, bro, earlier today, I bring it back to me. Like, we got the camera system, so I can see, and I seen my grandma leaving out. I'm like, damn, well, I'm thinking to myself, like, where the fuck Montez at? So I call the house, ain't nobody pick up. I call her, ain't nobody pick up. I call back to the house, he pick up. Like, where your grandma went? Went to get okay, cool, whatever. But then I'm thinking to myself, like, what age was I allowed to be left at home alone? And I'm just like, bro, the acceleration of not only the aging process, but I think life itself with them is almost scary. To the point that like I don't see life expectancy 75 for them.
Well, I mean, I was staying at home by myself at like 12, and I was damn sure. Now, not even 12. I was staying at home by myself at like 11, and I was babysitting by myself by 13. I was babysitting by myself overnight by 14.
All right, well, okay. I do. All right, I will say this. I was privileged in that way. I do because I am thinking about like a lot of people said that who have told me that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I had babysitters. I like, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I had a baby. I wasn't allowed to be at home by myself. So
Right.
I guess that's just a personal thing when it comes to me.
No, I feel it.
You know
No,
what
I
I'm
get
saying?
it. I get it. That's your personal experience, and if that's what you feel, then I get it. Because I was my boss was like that. She had a babysitter until she was 15. Until she was able to drive, she had a babysitter, and I was like, oh
Right.
wow. But yeah, shit, hell no. I was daggone sure staying at home, or I was staying by myself for periods of time. By 11 at least, I was staying home by myself at 12, definitely.
Right.
By 13, I know for a fact I was staying home by myself and babysitting, and let somebody or like my parents be going out of town, or like the group of parents be going to the club and shit. That was mostly the main part or whatever. Oh yeah, I was 14 years old watching 4 kids. Sure was.
Yeah. I guess it's just me. Again, it ain't. I ain't saying there's nothing wrong, but it was just felt like, damn, like, ugh. I don't know. It's really hard to explain the feeling
No, yeah,
because it's not like a bad feeling. It's almost like a feeling of concern, but
right.
uncertainty outside of my experiences.
Yeah.
Because I definitely didn't. I didn't get that. But
But again, but also, let me say with the caveat that again, I'm an army brat for real, for real. Like, yes, my parents were leaving us. I was on base though. So I wasn't like I grew up. That's the environment that I grew up in.
right,
I was Army brat until like literally until I got out of the house. I was still using like my benefits in college because you can if you go to college you can
right.
use your benefits after 18.
20,
So like
till you 23.
yeah, so
Yeah.
like I was a Army brat through and through, and then I married into the Army. So like I've literally only lived in the civilian world for like maybe 6 years, going on 7 years is how long I've been in the civilian world. So when I tell you like, oh, yes, they used to leave me alone, but like we used to take babysitter courses, like we did. So I had to take like a babysitter course, and it was on at the basically like a YMCA on post. It was like a Boys and Girls Club on post. But you take a little course or whatever, and you're able to babysit at like 12. And so I took my little course, but my mama black. She can fuck. Like, look, don't answer the phone, don't answer the door.
Right.
Okay,
Facts.
I have a key. So
Yeah.
if somebody's got a key, they gonna come in. If they don't have a key, don't answer no knocks, no nothing. Don't tell nobody shit. That's what it was. But again, we were on post. So, but yeah. So I will say that is the caveat for my circumstances. Yes, I was babysitting young, and I was babysitting several kids. But I mean, like, we were on post. Like you have to be fucking you have to have a background check just to get on that bitch. So
Yeah. Hey, yeah. I don't know. Sometimes I question my parenting. I question my status
I
of
think that's every parent.
how good am I actually as a dad? Cause I came to like a space where every so often I just text my kids and ask them like, how do y'all view me as a father? What is something that you would think that I could work more on at being a better dad to y'all? And of course, it's always like you know, because I feel like, yeah, I know I'm not a shit father. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an absent father either. So I know it's not going to be too much bad or anything, but I have gotten some insight. Like, you know, more time, more conversation, shit like that. But uh, just like the actual view of the world now, I'm biased, not y'all being my kids. You know what I'm saying? Just how shallow of where we live in, where would I rank
Mhm.
type shit. Sometimes I don't know. It just I feel like I would be lower than I would want to be. Yeah.
No, I feel that. And I feel that how you're feeling, that is a parental thing. I don't think any parent they feel like they are getting this completely right. Even if their kids do turn out to be, great fucking people. I mean, but I think every parent at some point, at some time, questions their parentage. And like, shit, I do, for sure. And even though you yourself, compliment me and about my mothering and my
Yeah.
parenting and how you see me interact with my children, there are so many times that I question so many fucking things. And there's so many things, and when that comes to my parenting, that I'm unsure about, or if I'm doing it right. Like, again, prime example, one of my biggest fears right now is that I'm parenting my daughter out of fear and trauma, and I don't want to do that. And it's just it's scary because the world could be a scary place for little girls.
Right.
And it had dawned on me that my daughter is now the age that I was the first time that I've ever gotten abused. And so I just feel extremely protective over my daughter, because
Right.
unfortunately the statistics are the statistics,
Right.
and shit does happen. And I have found myself, like, I'm scared of my daughter going into puberty. I know she's gonna grow up, but I'm scared, and like, that shouldn't be something that I worry about. You know what I'm saying? It's a natural thing. But, and this is not like oh no, I mean, like, this is a for real worry. Like, I gotta go to therapy about this shit, because of, like, I feel like I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I am not equipped to be able to guide her in the way that she needs to, in those moments or whatever. And that's partly because I didn't have too much of a guide myself at that age. And then I was like, well, who am I to teach? And, look at I don't know. So it's hard. So, like, I get it. I get it, and I think that that's just a natural parent thing, because you're I don't I don't think anybody realizes, like, for real, how heavy it weighs to literally be holding, like, someone's life in your hands. Like, you are responsible for molding and shaping another human life that's on this planet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that is a huge and major and heavy responsibility.
Yeah, yeah.
And unfortunately, you feel like, if, as a parent, if something goes wrong, it's your fault.
Yeah, boy. I had to fight, boy. I was fighting through that shit, dog.
And it's like, well, what could I do? What could I do better? What shouldn't I have done? What could I have done? Like, you start questioning so many things, not realizing that, no matter what, these are their own people at the end of the fucking day. You know,
Yep.
I'm yeah. Uh, it's just, I think, though, that it shows how healthy of a parent you must be to have that kind of fear. Like, I do not want to fuck up my child, and I don't want
Right.
them to be a fucked up human being.
Gee.
I want you to be a good human. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want you to
Swear.
be a good human, one that nobody ain't gotta worry about you. You contribute to society. You move society forward, even. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not a hindrance, you a help. That is what you're trying to mold and leave in this world after you're gone. But I just say all that to say, I don't think that you're alone in those feelings, bro.
Yeah.
I've had them, and I'm sure that plenty of parents could chime in the comments and let you know, like, I be questioning shit too, and it is hard, it is heavy. Sometimes I really be asking my kids, like, why don't y'all listen to me? Even like, and I swear, I know you think that my kids, and they are. I'm not about to shit on.
What it do, man? It's your boy C-Note, the short guy without short supply, man. Coming to tell y'all, hey, man, come tap in with us every Saturday at 11 a.m. You know, come on in, get in the conversation. Y'all could join this right here. You know, tap in, come join us. Come get in the conversation and the discussion. It's what you want to talk about, what you want to do, what's going on in the life at 11 a.m. every Saturday. Yeah, we up early, trying to get you righteous early before the devil come get you. And yeah, man, be there.
My kids, they are very well behaved. They're very mannerable, but like it's the little shit. And I'm like, why don't y'all listen to me? It is the little shit. Y'all just be trying me. Why? And it is difficult.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I get it. I guess I think of myself in those times, and cause like you say, when we were coming up, it was a way you had to present yourself out in public. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we are down there get our ass beat, and
That
we got
pinch,
down.
you ever get that pinch from your mama?
Yeah, and we made our parents look a type of way out in public, like they weren't doing their job type shit.
Oh, don't you embarrass me.
Come
Like you
on,
don't
like
have your home training.
now I just want, like, I'm going through the store. I was in Walmart before I got over here, bro. Like, kids just running around, cussing at their parents, shit like that. I'm just like, bro, what the fuck? Like, but this is supposed to be the product of the next leading generation. Like, bro, I ain't even gonna count. I know it gotta be healthier kids around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, cause, bro, I just know that the world exists out balance. So, yeah, that shit just hard though.
And is.
That shit hard as a motherfucker. I guess especially for, I guess, fathers, black fathers, I'm gonna say. Cause it's like, bro, not only do you got to raise your kid up to be an exceptional man, but then you have to prepare them of the reality of your skin color.
Right. Facts. Facts.
And then they just, of course, they kids and shit, so they just like want to live and just be normal. But it's like, bro, you can't do certain shit. That shit hard, bro.
It is. It definitely is. It definitely is. Oh man. That's a lot.
Shit hard. I was just even thinking back to like how lucky I was to come from like place like I was mentally to like where I'm at now, and even in the realization of a lot of choices that I made and a lot of positions that I put myself in the past adds to the difficulty of me getting to certain places where I feel like I should have already been, and then I look around at like some of my peers, and they are already there planning bigger shit like that. And I can see how it's easy someone to convince themselves just doing okay in like at the bottom is good enough, you know, because it is hard. It is feel like it's unfair that certain doors are harder to open because you made certain decisions when you were younger. And I feel like that's one of the other reasons why I go so hard on like that young and dumb shit don't matter. You do enough dumb shit when you young, your ass will have a harder time when you realize that that ain't it. And I just feel like I got one of those like relentless outlooks. So I don't I don't see myself ever going back that way. I don't see myself ever giving up. I only see myself succeeding at where I'm at and where I'm going. But I know that that's hard for a lot of people. For a lot of people. And I guess when it comes when you get that realization that like your kids are people too, and they're gonna have their own like their own thoughts, their own decisions outside of everything that you try to teach them from experiences, and then you factor that in with how many people are willing to change and are going to change. Like, there's a lot of people that give up after they became aware because that's even harder.
Yeah,
To,
buddy.
like, that's hard as fuck. So, I guess that's where my, I guess, guilt, if you want to call it, comes into play. Because if anything, I just want to plant that seed of changing is necessary. Changing is okay. I don't want to like rush you out of a process because you'll end up resenting it and going full fledged into that with without any discernment of, and doing that in any field is dangerous. But you just think about like how many people actually change. Like it's very few. It's very few. Uh, I guess that's the scary part. Just just hoping that you raised one of the few. Uh, I'm sorry. Ooh, I apologize. Sorry for bringing down.
You're absolutely okay.
Bringing down the mood.
No, you didn't bring down the mood. It's it's okay. I'm sure a lot of parents can relate.
Like you said, it's just hard not to take it personal.
It is. It is. It definitely is.
Yeah, but I don't want to make it seem like he's just a bad human being or nothing like that. He's just going through the dumb kid stage. Like, it just pissed me off a little bit more because he is smart as fuck.
Right, it makes you mad when they make dumb decisions when you know they're so smart.
And nigga,
And you know that they know better.
and nigga was behind like 3 weeks of work. This nigga completed that shit in 4 fucking hours. And I was just, I think that made me more mad. More mad. Like, dog, I know you this smart. Like, why? Why? And I guess when you try to have an open mind and you try to exhaust every avenue you can, so you don't want to be passing down generational trauma and just beating it. You know what I'm saying? So you step outside of that, try to talk to them, you try to get an understanding. That doesn't work. So we try therapy. That doesn't work. Just try maybe speaking to someone else. Like, I just, I just, that's what hurt. Cause it's like, bro, I done tried everything. I can see if I was just one way on the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were raised one way on the shit. Like, they way of the highway. That was their favorite saying. Like,
Very
my
much
way of
so.
the highway.
And they were very serious about that highway too. Get the fuck out.
Trying to tell you.
They was very serious about that highway. No, you gonna do this my way or you gonna get out. And they was very, very serious. That was not a threat. That was a promise.
Facts. So, I don't know. I guess, like I said, that's what makes it harder on not or on feeling any type of guilt because we have tried numerous avenues and exhausting all options, even options that weren't even afforded to me because shit, they didn't even believe in them. Wasn't no goddamn depression and going through shit and mental nothing, niggas tighten that shit up. Fuck wrong with you, boy. You a whole man. Like it was no awareness or even care. So it's fucked up when or I just take it personal. I'm taking it personal. Like I don't know exactly where his you know what I'm saying, how his life will turn. He could turn out to be the greatest motherfucker ever. You know what I'm saying? Do something great, which I still believe in. That's his path. I believe that's his chosen path, but he gotta believe it. You know what I'm saying? He gotta see it. He gotta know it.
Yeah.
I thank y'all for goddamn just letting me be 100% me. I needed that shit. Thank you to Ratchet Hippie for not judging me.
Of course.
Let me
This
get
is a
off.
safe space.
Yeah. Hell yeah. It is a journey. You know what I'm saying? But thank y'all for tuning in. Ready to be accountable.